The era of the borderless internet is fracturing as nations realize that data is the new plutonium. For decades, we were told that the cloud was a global utility floating high above national interests and laws. But in May 2026, the dream of a single unified digital world has officially been grounded by reality. At Visual Link, we are investigating Cloud 3.0, the rise of sovereign data and the end of the open web. Before we explore how governments are seizing control of the servers, please share and subscribe to stay updated. Data used to be a commodity to be traded freely, but today it is seen as a strategic national resource. Cloud 1.0 was about storage and Cloud 2.0 was about scale, but Cloud 3.0 is entirely about control. Nations are no longer willing to let their citizens' most private information sit in foreign-owned server farms. A sovereign cloud is a digital infrastructure that resides entirely within a country's physical and legal borders. If you find these investigations into the shifting foundations of our tech world essential, make sure to share and subscribe. The primary catalyst for this shift is the realization that whoever controls the data controls the future of AI. By 2026, the training of national AI models has become a matter of survival for both security and economy. If a country's data is hosted on a foreign platform, it can be cut off or manipulated in a single afternoon. We are seeing the digital Iron Curtain descend as major powers build their own private versions of the cloud. This isn't just about privacy. It is about protecting the digital DNA of a nation from foreign intelligence. Imagine a world where your banking records and healthcare files are legally required to never leave your city. This is the new standard of the Cloud 3.0 era, where geography is the most important line of code. The move toward digital sovereignty is a zero-day event for the giant tech corporations of Silicon Valley. For years, these giants operated with total freedom across borders, but those days are rapidly coming to an end. New regulations in Europe and Asia now demand that all critical infrastructure data be stored on local hardware. This forces global tech firms to build hundreds of micro-data centers instead of a few massive global hubs. The cost of this fragmentation is immense, but governments are willing to pay the price for total digital security. We are moving from a world of maximum efficiency to a world of maximum resilience and local control. The logistics of Cloud 3.0 are turning the internet into a series of walled gardens protected by digital guards. Visual Link is dedicated to showing you the invisible shifts that are breaking the global cloud apart. As the demand for sovereign AI grows, the need for localized sovereign clouds has become a national emergency. Governments are now treating server farms like nuclear power plants or military bases under strict state oversight. The cloud is no longer a commercial service, but a sovereign asset that defines a country's place in the world. Nations that fail to build their own digital backbones are finding themselves colonized by those who have. If you value the transparency of our investigation into this digital land grab, please help us grow by hitting share and subscribe. The environmental impact of this fragmentation is significant as it requires a massive build-out of new power grids. Each sovereign zone must now provide its own energy to run the massive cooling systems for these local servers. But the political motivation is stronger than the environmental cost as leaders prioritize data safety above all else. We are seeing the rise of data embassies, where countries host their most sensitive information in neutral territory. This adds a layer of complexity to international law that the world is currently struggling to regulate. The cost of maintaining these separate digital worlds is driving up the price of every online service you use. We are seeing a move toward digital passports, where your data must be cleared to cross from one cloud to another. This decentralized approach makes the global network far more resistant to a single point of catastrophic failure. The move is a zero-day because it forces us to rethink the very nature of human connection and information. The old rules of a borderless world are being overwritten by the cold logic of national interest and silicon safety. If the Cloud 3.0 revolution succeeds, we will have a more secure but much more expensive and divided internet. If it fails, we risk a world where a single cyber attack in one country can shut down the global financial system. But the momentum in 2026 suggests that the age of the global cloud is a relic of a more optimistic time. The engineering teams are now focusing on zero-trust architectures where even the host cannot see the data. This encapsulated data model is the only way for different sovereign clouds to communicate without risk. Visual Link is pulling back the curtain on the servers you never see, but that now hold the keys to your identity. If you believe that your data belongs to you and your country alone, make sure to share and subscribe right now. The deeper we look into the server markets, the more we realize that the borderless web is a thing of the past. Cloud 3.0 is the first true, nationalized tech era designed for the defense and competition of the 2020s. The history of the internet was written in open protocols, but the future is being written in sovereign laws. In 2026, the ability to protect your domestic data is the new definition of power in the race for AI dominance. The sovereign cloud revival is proof that we are moving away from globalism and toward a new digital realism. While the public uses their apps, the innovators are building the physical walls that will keep that data safe. This shift represents a massive strategic victory for those who believe that the cloud was becoming too powerful. The volatility in the digital market will soon be replaced by the steady but rigid walls of sovereign zones. Your awareness of these technical shifts is the best way to understand the changing world of information. Knowledge is the only way to navigate a future where your internet looks different depending on where you stand. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and always look at the physical location of the data you generate every day. The ocean of information is being partitioned, and Cloud 3.0 is currently the most significant shift in history. As we conclude this investigation into sovereign data, please share and subscribe to support our mission of clarity. Your engagement allows us to keep digging into the high-stakes secrets that define your digital and physical life. Don't take your access to the global web for granted today. It is currently being redesigned by the state. The threat of digital isolation is real, but the promise of a secure and sovereign future is the new global goal. We will see you in the next video, where we will explore the next frontier of human connection and the local grid. The truth is often hidden in the server racks, but together we can bring the big picture into the light of day. Thank you for joining Visual Link on this deep dive into the technology that is rewriting the rules of the web. The end of the borderless cloud is just the beginning of a new story for the human race and its digital privacy. The map of the digital future is being drawn by national legislatures, and we are here to help you read it. Take care of your data, watch the cloud markets, and always remember that an informed mind is a sovereign mind. Visual Link is signing off from the center of the Cloud 3.0 revolution. Stay safe and stay informed in this new world. The end of this script is just the beginning of your journey into the true nature of the data that defines you. We are moving beyond the open and into the owned, where data is a fortress and privacy is a national mandate. Every packet of data you send is a testament to the new borders being built in the invisible air around us. Thank you for watching and for being part of this global exploration into the foundations of our digital existence.